Welcome to our educational platform, AcademyJohns.kz. And for those who don't know me, I am John. Today, let's talk about something very important in English, the present simple tense. This tense is everywhere. We use it every day when we talk about our life, our habits, and facts. So today, I'll show you how it really works. And I promise it will be simple. So let's start. When do we use the present simple tense? We use it for everyday actions, habits and routines, facts, universal facts. We also use it for schedules or what we call also timetable events. Now, here are the examples. For example, everyday actions. I work every day. Habits and routines. She wakes up at 6 o'clock. Facts. He is a doctor. Universal facts. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Schedules or timetable events. The meeting starts at 9. Pay close attention to our example 5. In this case, we are using the present simple for a future action, meaning it is something we will do in the future depending on the timetable. We know that in order to create present simple sentences, we must use the verbs to be, to do, and to have. Before moving on to learn these verbs, I would like to mention that we've already discussed the verb to be earlier in our previous module. So now we will be discussing only to do and to have in this video. So please pay attention. Before constructing a sentence, let's examine how to conjugate the verbs to do and to have. We'll begin with the verb to do. It appears in two forms, do and does, depending on the subject. With I, you, we, and they, we use verb to do. For he, she, it, we use does. Now, let's examine to have. It also has two forms, have and has. With I, you, we, and they, we use have. For he, she, it, we use has. If you remember our previous lecture on topic to be, we know that he, she, it becomes is. This aligns with the third person singular rule for the present simple tense. He, she, and it always end with an S. We will start building our first sentence using the verb to do. We'll take one step at a time, so let's get it right. We'll explore affirmative or positive sentences. The formula for an affirmative sentence is simple. Begin with the subject, then add the verb. This basic structure is essential for forming any sentence. In positive sentences, just place the verb after a noun or pronoun. We will use the verb work to create sentences. For example, I work, you work, we work, they work. For he, she, or it, we have he works, she works, it works. Remember, for he, she, and it, we add ending s at the end following the third person singular rule of present simple. We've learned that for the third person singular, he, she, it, we add s to the verb. Here are the rules you need to know for changing verb endings. Rule 1. In most cases with he, she, or it, add s to the verb. For example, work becomes works, eat becomes eats, and drink becomes drinks. Rule 2. If a verb ends in sounds like ss, us, h, c, h, x, o, add es. So kiss becomes kisses, wash becomes washes, watch becomes watches, fix becomes fixes, and go becomes goes. Rule 3. For verbs ending in a consonant followed by y, change the ending to ies. For example, carry becomes carries, fly becomes flies, and try becomes tries. Rule 4. If the verb ends in a vowel and is followed by y, just add s. For instance, play becomes plays, enjoy becomes enjoys, and buy becomes buys. Just a quick note, the 5 vowels in English are A, E, I, O, U. Now you know how to change the endings. We're now forming negative sentences by adding do not or does not to the verb. Do and does act as auxiliary verbs, adding a negative meaning without being translated. The structure of a negative sentence: start with the subject, then use do not or does not, followed by the verb. This pattern is crucial for constructing sentences. Let's use the verb work to make negative sentences. For I, you, we, and they use do not. For he, she, and it use does not. For instance, I do not work. You do not work. We do not work. They do not work. Next, we will make sentences for he, she, and it. With he, she, or it, at. Does not, followed by the verb. He does not work. She does not work. It does not work. Remember, we don't add s to the verb when making sentences with he, she, it, as it exists in does itself. We can also use contractions too. Instead of do not, it's don't. Instead of does not, it's doesn't. These contractions are common in spoken English. So in everyday conversation, people usually say, I don't work, or he doesn't work. We have covered how to create negative sentences. Now it is time to make questions with verbs. To achieve this, start the sentence with do or does. These auxiliary verbs signal a question in the present simple tense. Making question is simple, just remember the rule. Begin with do or does, add the subject, then the verb. This pattern is necessary for making sentences. We will still use the verb work as an example. So with I, you, we, and they, use do. With he, she, and it, use does. For instance, do I work? Do you work? Do we work? Do they work? For he, she, and it, use does. Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Remember, we don't add s for he, she, and it, as does covers that in the question. We are now learning to use verb have. Have means possession. Use have with I, you, we, they. And has with he, she, it. The structure for an affirmative sentence is simple. Begin with the subject, then add have or has based on the subject, then add the object. This format is essential for creating positive sentences. In positive sentences, for example, I have a cat. You have a cat. We have a cat. They have a cat. For he, she, or it, we use has. He has a cat. She has a cat. It has a cat. Remember, for he, she, it. Follow the third person singular rule and use has. Let's learn further how to make negative sentences. We add not to have or has, and it becomes have not or haven't, has not or hasn't. Now let's look at the structure for negative sentence. Begin with the subject, then add have not, or has not based on the subject, then add object. Let's make some sentences now. I have not a cat. You have not a cat. We have not a cat. They have not a cat. For he, she, or it, we use has not. He has not a cat. She has not a cat. It has not a cat. Remember, for he, she, it, we use has. We have another way of making negative sentences with verb have. Let's conjugate the verb have. For I, you, we, they, we use do not have. Or the short form don't have. For he, she, it, we use does not have. Or the short form doesn't have. Now let's look at the structure for negative sentence with don't and doesn't. Begin with the subject, then add do not have or does not have based on the subject, plus add the object. We are now making some sentences. I do not have a cat. You do not have a cat. We do not have a cat. They do not have a cat. Now, for he, she, or it, we use does not have, so the sentences are he does not have a cat. She does not have a cat. It does not have a cat. Remember, for he, she, it, we have to follow the third person singular rule and use does not have only. Now time to make questions with have and has. We make the questions with auxiliary verbs do or does. Creating a question is simple as we know the rule. Begin with do or does, then add the subject, then the object. We know that we use do with I, you, we, they. And we use does with he, she, it. Let's start making sentences. Do I have a cat? Do you have a cat? Do we have a cat? Do they have a cat? Making sentences with he, she, it. We use does here. So our sentences are, does he have a cat? Does she have a cat? Does it have a cat? So now you have finished verb have completely. Now let's repeat the main uses of the present simple tense. We are going to use different examples here. Number 1, for everyday action. For example, I have lunch every day. Number 2, for habits and routines. For example, he always drinks coffee at work. Remember, we use adverbs of frequency like always, usually, often with habitual actions. We will discuss it in our following modules. Number 3, for facts. For example, my parents live in London. Number 4, for universal facts. For example, Earth is round. And finally, the last one for schedules. For example, the next lesson starts at 9 a.m. Now you can use present simple easily. Let's review some common errors and keep these examples in mind. Example 1. Third person singular, he, she, it. Incorrect, she work every day. What is the correct sentence? You have 5 seconds to think of the right answer. Correct, she works every day. Example 2. Mistakes with questions. In English, use do or does when asking questions. Incorrect, does she works? What is the correct sentence? You have 5 seconds to think of the right answer. Correct, does she work? Example 3. Have versus has. Use have or has depending on the pronoun. Incorrect, he have a car. What is the correct sentence? You have 5 seconds to think of the right answer. Correct, he has a car. Example 4. Using verbs correctly. Used to be and to do separately in English. Incorrect, I am work. What is the correct sentence? You have 5 seconds to think of the right answer. Correct, I work. Great job, you're doing amazing. Stay positive and keep up the fantastic effort. You're now equipped to use the present simple tense. Next, read the lecture, review the presentation, and complete the exercises. Practice the examples and try creating your own sentences. I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye and thank you.